Yo, welcome to Trippy Commentaries.
What's
and
up?
our jetpack hunt here in Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm RJ, I'm joined by Justin.
Yo, welcome back.
And Corey.
What's up, guys?
I actually had to bring these guys along for sure because they are big time experts of the Back to the Future franchise, especially the DeLorean, which is in question for this episode because we do have a theory here that possibly the Space Stalker, which is seemingly useless right now, has a couple horns, it has that green light, it looks pretty strange to say the least, perhaps some...
It doesn't have a working weapon, correct?
Not at all. I mean,
Right.
what looks like a drill or a plug's at the front, and it does have some mysterious scriptures or signals or symbols or something on there, but it is meaningless. Perhaps the real meaning is that it is some sort of a DeLorean. Justin, what can you tell us about the DeLorean and perhaps a possible link to the Space Stalker?
Well, based on the contraption on the back there on the trunk, I'm thinking maybe somehow get lightning to strike it or something as it's hitting the appropriate speed of 88 miles an hour.
So that's the right speed, 88 miles per hour.
That must be it.
Basically, my theory is to come here to the top of Mount Chiliad and to come down this track. This seems like a good spot for us to get enough speed. Now, there's a damn good chance that I'm going to die here and probably fly off the mountain. I'll try it again off screen if that's the case, but hopefully we nail this. There's a couple other places we're going to have to try this out as well, especially the tunnel near the observatory, which can be seen in Back to the Future.
Of course, the
In fact,
classic Biff chase scene.
let's try this out. Corey, what can you tell us about the DeLorean, and do you think it has any possible link with the Space Stalker?
Well, you know, it certainly could. As Justin mentioned, you got to get it up to the magic speed of 88 miles per hour. It's got the flux capacitor. I'm not sure if the Space Stalker has one. One other thing is the guy who created the DeLorean Motor Company, John DeLorean. He was a strange cat, from what I remember. He was, definitely kind of trippy there.
Really?
Yeah, he also designed the Pontiac GTO, and had an infamous bust with the FBI.
Interesting. Well, we'll get back into that here in a second. Unfortunately, the Space Stalker got stuck here.
What'd you do?
I'm going to reload this, and we'll meet you guys back on the top of the mountain. So, Corey, you were saying about the possible link between the DeLorean and the Space Stalker?
Yeah, it could definitely have something to do with it. Of course, in the Back to the Future movies, it involved time travel. So maybe, it might not be a time travel thing in GTA. Maybe it just might be the ability to move almost as fast as if one could go back in time, perhaps.
Definitely very interesting. Just so you guys know, one of the reasons why I am coming down this mountain and is because we're going into the sunset. I am trying to praise the sun by doing so. We did have the thunder code in, but of course I didn't redo it here for this attempt. We'll put it back on when we go to the observatory and a couple other areas that we're thinking of.
Maybe we should try, plan B here. As you know, the original DeLorean time machine runs on plutonium.
Okay.
Maybe at Fort Zancudo there's a special thing that you need. I don't know. Is there something that could activate, a special module on the Space Stalker to get it going?
You know what? That's a freaking great theory, Justin, because I'm telling you, the Space Stalker acts differently in Fort Zancudo. I've noticed that sometimes when you're in Fort Zancudo, sometimes the lights will stay on. Sometimes I've actually gotten a rare horn. The only time I've gotten a rare horn that it barely plays was in Fort Zancudo, so I kind of find that to be suspicious.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
We've had a couple people comment that when they're in Fort Zancudo, the lights of the Space Stalker remain on, but whenever they're outside of Fort Zancudo, they turn off. So that is awfully suspicious. I think you might be onto something. And unfortunately, we made it all the way down the mountain. We're actually still in one piece. Fuck it, let's go ahead and head to Fort Zancudo. We'll see you guys there. Alright, we have successfully made it to the entrance of Fort Zancudo. I really don't have a game plan other than just heading to the runway, of course, where we can try to pick up as much speed as possible. In fact, let me go ahead and put in the Thundery code.
Alright.
And we'll go ahead and start this up. Alright, it didn't start up right away, but it looks to be still useful. Corey, what do you take out of this space docker? It looks like it was made out of garbage cans and some spare materials from perhaps a mobile home or something.
Yeah, I don't know. The guy who made it that you actually get it from in the game in single player mode, he's a bit of a wacko, so I don't know, man. Maybe it's just a bunch of stuff he found laying around out in the desert, out there near the Alamo Sea, where he lives. Who knows, man? I mean, it could be just a red herring on our hunt for the jetpack, perhaps. You know, and again, maybe not. Here we are. We're out testing out theories that are absolutely valid in the hunt. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are a lot of Back to the Future symbols and Easter eggs found in this game, so it would not be a coincidence at all if it does turn out to have something to do with the mystery. I mean, there's a damn good chance that this might be the best theory that we've thought of as far as this space docker possibly being the DeLorean here. I mean, one thing I do want to mention as a couple other modders and people that look inside the game files have found Jetpack files within GTA 5. So without a doubt, they're going to be giving it to us if it's not already in the game at some point. I would love if they somehow incorporate Back to the Future somehow into it. It looks like we're getting top speed here, Justin. I mean, the music of the horns, everything. In fact, this run I'll use the horn so it picks up a little bit more. But you can hear the space docker charge as it gets faster and faster. Do you think that we've hit 88 miles per hour?
No doubt. I'm just trying to think of other theories as to why this is not happening. Is anything like activating some lights or some special gadgetry on the car that you could think of? Any special locations within Fort Zancudo? Maybe over to the right here near the hangars.
There's actually a
where's the plutonium?
There's an elevator, I'm sure obviously you guys know of, that's incorporated here with the jetpack hunt. That shows a light at 3 a.m. so we'll come back here off screen at 3 a.m. and of course try this out and see if there's anything going on there. You definitely, of course, try it for yourselves, guys, if you think that this could possibly be some use for the space docker. Oh geez, they're starting to shoot us a little bit here. It doesn't appear as if, unless we have to do it at 3 a.m., that Fort Zancudo is the area, but like Justin mentioned, let's go ahead and I was going to say head to a different area, but scratch that. The tank has taken us out. And let's just go ahead and move on to the observatory tunnel. Definitely a link to Back to the Future in that area. Let's bring the DeLorean there. Alright, Justin, so does this look possibly like Hill Valley, something from Back to the Future?
Yes, we're back in Hill Valley approaching the infamous tunnel. Where the hoverboard race chase scene is with Biff, and the first of many manure incidents with the Tannen. Actually, it would be the second, I suppose, because the first one happened in 1885.
Yeah, true. If you're going chronologically.
If we're going yeah.
And
regardless,
what was Wild Griff Tannen? What was the one from the old western?
Griff Tannen is the future grandson of Biff from the 50s. So then you have Mad Dog Tannen from 1885.
Yes. So we just drove through the tunnel, of course. Corey, this tunnel has been in a lot of movies. Roger Rabbit, Page Master, of course, starring Macaulay Culkin.
Oh yeah.
And of course, Back to the Future, which we feel like might have some correlation to this jetpack search. Anything you can tell us about this tunnel? What about your personal opinion? Do you think it has possible a symbolism or meaning here in the Grand Theft Auto universe?
Well, I mean, Rockstar is certainly a game design company who historically has involved pop culture references. I mean, let's face it, GTA has pretty much thrived on making a parody of our current pop culture all throughout the series history. So, maybe it could be part of that. It could just be a little throwback to the DeLorean in Back to the Future. Or it could be part of the bigger picture here that we're not necessarily getting.
Yeah.
Here, it looks like you've definitely got up to a pretty good speed, despite hitting a few obstacles.
Yeah.
It's definitely well above the 88 miles per hour that we were looking for.
All right, well, I'm glad you guys are here to let me know. Obviously, there's no speed marker here at all, so we don't know how fast we're going. We kind of have to guess. We made sure to do this at 3 o'clock while it's storming. We're trying everything here. Perhaps we're coming to a dead end here with the Space Docker. Obviously, we have many more things to show off and other things to talk about outside of the Space Docker, but I really feel like people are giving this thing a break. They're kind of getting off of it, just assuming that it is nothing and is meaningless. But like I said, it has a lot to do with the DeLorean, in my opinion. It looks like it. I know, of course, this thing is pretty much a piece of shit, a POS, compared to the DeLorean, which is like a collector's piece at this point. But, you never know. But now that I think about it, was the DeLorean the last time machine that they used in Back to the Future?
That's a good point, RJ. That leads right to my next theory that I was going to propose, that maybe we could try off camera. Doc Brown had the train at the end of 3, when he starts a family and all that. So maybe there's a train connection here.
Possibly. Obviously, we know that the trains are not drivable here in GTA 5, although they were fully drivable in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. It's a little bit strange that they didn't give us them in all of their drivable glory here. And maybe there is a way to drive it. I think at some point they'll probably give it to us. But unfortunately, this didn't work out, guys. Make sure to try it yourself. I still kind of convinced here that there's something going on with the Space Docker. Definitely let us know what you think. This is our Back to the Future theory, if it does indeed have something to do with the jetpack. There has been jetpack strings or game coding found within GTA 5, so we know that Rockstar is going to give it to us at some point. Yeah, I mean, this thing's
it's only a matter of time.
Pretty much confirmed at this point, guys. And one day we will show it off. I still think that Rockstar is fully aware of the mystery and the Chiliad hunt here that we have going on. So I think that they're probably going to put their spin on it, probably give a nod to the hunters here by making it so you kind of have to unlock it, maybe make it funny, something like that. But
yeah, it can't be all for naught. You got to throw the extreme fans a bone with that. You can't sell them short, and it can't just be a DLC edition.
We'll definitely talk about it more. We'll get it more in depth. Let us know what you guys think. We really appreciate you joining us here for the jetpack hunt. Corey, take us out, buddy.
Stay trippy, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Stay tuned. We're going to have more Jetpack Hunter as well as other footage for you in the future. Peace out.
Later, guys.